Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Us in here, but this is about an oppressive, fucked up system designed to keep niggas down and shit. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. What about you, little nigga? You know about that?
Yes.
Oh, you know about that? Tell me what you know about that. Tell me what you think about that.
I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. Belly of the beast, we been living in hell. They like, damn Kai, how could you tell? Put us in the project, set us up to fail. Round here, bullets be flying like hell. Too many of my niggas either dead or in jail. Make a nigga work when you locked in a cell. Can't find work when you out on bail, but your homie got the work, so we passed you a scale. Got them birds like the Bible got quail. Niggas selling out cause they mama got bills. Turn into coons like Oprah and Gail. How you sell your soul just to get a little kale? They put you in a dress when you get a record deal. Wanna see a nigga getting high on pills? You can dance on a pole, you can sell that tail, but they never tell a nigga that he can go to Yale. We all created equal, that's white males. All lives matter, not black males. Another mother crying, another coffin got a nail. How many brothers out here got killed? How many of our sisters out here gotta heal? How many more caps gotta get peeled? We beef with each other so quick to pull the steel. George Zimmerman still alive and well. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. Feel. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Feel. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. Feel. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. Chill. Yo, chill!
The industrial complex is a system situated at the intersection of government and private interests. It uses prisons as a solution to social, political, and economic problems. It includes human rights violations, the death penalty, slave labor, policing, courts, the media, political prisoners, and the elimination of dissent.
They just want us to die in silence. They just want us to die in silence. They just want us to die in silence. I might start me a fucking riot. Slave rebellion, no compliance. They just want us to die in silence. They murder minds like they got a license. I pray for the coronavirus to kill all of these violent tyrants. They prey on us like they poaching lions. World War III's on the horizon. Black and Hispanics form alliance. From the west coast to the islands, this pressure is making diamonds. They've awakened sleeping giants. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. Feel. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. But feel.
Nigga, did you just say what I was trying to say, but smarter? I like this little nigga.
Whoop!
we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it. They want a fame, they want a clout. That's why they doubt. I got them black, I want a class. And I shut my mouth. This was way before polite. Before I came to campsites, I came broken and contrite. I just wanted to live right, clean my soul and give my life. Had to give up all my vice. I got a fog out my head. I was raised from the dead. I put down that weed and I cut off my dreads. For before I could lead, I had to learn to be led. Now I'm a bad motherfucker. Walk around and I straight flex on suckers. No one specific, I'm talking to all of you busters. Straight from the gutter, me and my brother, we the long supper. Now, running it like a conductor. Hebrew Academy, I'm the instructor. 14 written all on my cover. Men of war like we hopped out of Hummer. Just like you wanted my trooper could cut you. There is one camp, there is not another. One West, UPK. One West, UPK. One West, one West, one West, UPK. One what? UPK. One what? UPK. One what? One what? One what? UPK. Me and all of my Oyes, hold it, shit down, right here, all day. Shalom, wagwan, sa, passe, is we, damn niggas, yatu, sabe, hey. We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dressed you up in all black, urged you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crackers take a knee on your neck, whispering die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships give way with adversity. a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance than be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I'd give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me. I'm bred different. Was never one to die just bullshit. I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits. I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
All right, shalom, 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 Israel, shalom, Israel, shalom, Virginia, shalom, Norfolk, Richmond, all points in between. Shalom, shalom. Can everybody hear me? All right. Now let me know if everybody can hear me okay before we get too far into it. Shalom, shalom. Give me a 1 or 1 west if y'all can hear me. All right, Baba Kusha. All right. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Hopefully I ain't talking to myself. Shalom, shalom. Most High Christ. I got a 1 west. The water. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or any Christian organization. All right. Tonight's class is the Lashawan Qadash, the Holy Tongue. All right. The Holy Tongue. The Hebrew language is what we speak if we were not, what we would be speaking if we were not in captivity. The Wide I see the 1 West, Most High Christ. Appreciate y'all. All right. But because we are in these captivities all across primarily across North, Central, and South America, but all across the world, we do not know our language. By and large, we do not know our language. And it's as important as it is to know your identity, as important as it is to know the scriptures. If you are in this class, I know that you are aware, right? That you are aware that that you are an Israelite and that you want to know the truth of the Bible. You want to understand the actual scriptures, what they mean. You want to get Christianity off of your mind, off of your spirit, off of and out from you. You want to unlearn everything from the Christian church. Well, while we are doing that, it's also extremely important to make sure that we are learning every aspect about our actual culture that we can, our actual, our nation, our heritage, our culture, how we should be acting, how we should be speaking, what we should be eating, how we should be dressing, and the language that we actually speak. All right. So that's why all across the nation, that's what every Friday night, all across the nation of Israel, and the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, which is the only truth. If you are not in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, you are not in the truth. All right, you do not understand. You do not have a fullness of understanding of the scriptures. You don't have a fullness of understanding of brotherhood. You don't know what the fullness of the understanding of love is. You don't know any of that because you are not in the body with your brothers and sisters. All right. So this is why all across the nation, we teach the Lashawan Qadash. We teach the Hebrew language because it is very important for us to understand every aspect of our culture. All right. So before we get too far going, all right, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarakatham. To the sisters, Shalom, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right. Let's see who we got in the building real quick. We got my brother, Officer 500, Officer Yagadar checking in. Most High in Christ, good to see you, brother. Slaki, we got my Reb Akwath Raya checking in as well. My Princess Tazarad checking in. Most High in Christ. All right, this is said my Shalomka. Shalom Yatawab Wa'atha. All right. Akwath Dabara is checking in as well. Shalom, shalom, sis. Good to see you. All right. Uh-oh. Clicking too many things. All right. We got Officer 50 Akal Sapar is in the building as well. Shalom, shalom, brother. Good to see you. All right. So, looks like we got a few more numbers. So everybody make sure you check in to get your check in with your name, city, and state to get credit for class. Most High Christ. Trooper McCall, Ya Allah checking in as well. Shalom, brother. Good to see you. All right. So here we are. We back at it on Friday night. I gave y'all some promises last week. I promised y'all some things last week. We are going to get into it. We're going to get into it. So last week we went over present tense. We went over present tense, I think probably about the third week in a row, second or third week in a row. All right. And I gave y'all a promise that at the end or at the beginning of this class, we were going to I was going to give a sentence. All right. So we're going to get into that sentence. All right. We're going to pull that up in a second and get y'all to translate that into Hebrew. And you're going to put it in the chat. And you're going to work on that while we're going over the characters. All right. You're going to work on that while we're going over the characters. Most High Christ, Aqua Tharapa, eyes in the building as well. Shalom. Yahweh Shemar, Thabah Shem Yahweh Shah. Good to see you, sis. All right. So we're going to go over those things. And while you're working on that sentence that I'm going to pull up in a second, while you're working on that, we're going to obviously go over the characters, which we do every class. We're going to go over the characters. After we're done with the characters, we're going to try to move through this stuff. Most of this is going to be reviewed, and I'm about to name. So we're going to try to move through this as quickly as possible. We're going to go through the characters. We're going to go through the prepositions, the conjugation, the subject pronouns. We're going to go through those very, very quickly. I know I say it every week, and it goes a little longer. Now, if there are any questions, that's fine. Ask your question. It's always very important to ask questions. But if there are no questions, we're going to get through this part in a very, very short period of time. We're going to run through that probably all in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. All right. Now, after that, we're going to go over parts of speech just to remind us what verbs, adverbs, nouns, all those things are. We're going to go through that. Then we're going to get into, then we're going to check your sentences. All right. We're going to check your sentences. And then we're going to get into past tense. All right. After that, then we're going to get into our scriptures for the night. Obviously, as you can see in the chat, scriptures are going to start at Numbers 4 and 31. All right. Numbers 4 and 31. So that's kind of the agenda for the night. That's kind of the agenda for the night. We're going to pack a whole lot into a very short period of time. Again, if there are any questions, put them in the chat. Feel free to ask your questions. Don't allow any type of nervousness, anything like that, to keep you from getting an answer to a question. All right. And as we always say, the link to get on stage is in the chat. We're going to put in the chat one more time. The link to come up on stage is now in the chat again. Being in the being in the chat and participating is Tawab. That's good. It's better to be on stage, particularly for the reading part. All right, particularly for the reading part. As I always say, listen, anytime anybody else is reading the Lashawan Qadash out loud and I'm reading it to myself, I know all the words, I know all the answers, I know all the pronunciation, I know it all. Once you start saying it out loud, once it's your turn to start reading, or my turn to start reading it out loud, it can get a little dicey, but that just comes with practice, all right? That just comes with practice, and we can't practice enough. So that's what you get when you actually come on stage. You don't necessarily have to be on camera. Obviously, it's always encouraged, but it's not required. Well, it's just strongly encouraged for brothers to get get that muscle memory of practicing the reading out loud. All right. I see a couple folks backstage. Most High in Christ. What we're gonna do is pull y'all up after we get through the characters. Again, we are gonna go through these extremely quickly. If anybody needs me to slow down, put it in the chat. But outside of that, we're gonna roll through these very fast. All right. I think that's about it. So let's get to it. All right. First, you have your ah. That's your ah in the ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. All right. And our ah stands for a lot or cattle. All right. We call we don't have letters. We have characters because they all stand for something in different in different contexts. But by itself, that I, when you want to know what it stands for, just that I as a character, stands for a lot or cattle. All right, let's keep going. Next is your Ba. Ba, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. That stands for Bayath, which directly translates to tent, but obviously we can use it for house or home. All right, Bayath. All right, next is the Ga, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Ga stands for Gamal or camel. Gamal or camel. All right. Next is your Da. Da, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. The Da stands for Dalath. Again, the direct translation is tent flap, but obviously we can use it for door. That's door. All right, Dalath. All right. Next is the Ha, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Ha stands for Hana. Hana means to look. Well, the direct translation is behold, but that means to look. If somebody says behold something, and you behold that, that means to look over there. All right. So Hana. All right. Next is the Wa. Wa, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. That stands for Wawa or fish hook. Wawa is fish hook in the Hebrew. All right. All right. Next is the Za. Za, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. That stands for Zayan. Zayan, which means weapon. Next is the Cha. Cha. Ones can be a little tricky. You want to pronounce that like you're scratching the roof of your mouth. You got the ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Stands for Chawama. Chawama, which means fence, border, wall, partition. All right, things of that nature. All right, next is the Ta, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Ta stands for Tana or basket. Tana or basket. All right, next is the Ya, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. The Ya stands for Yad. Yad, which means hand. All right. After that, we have the Ka. Ka, it's more of a hard K sound, all right? Ka. Ancient on the left, the Assyrian on the right. Of course, we have two Assyrian versions. One is the Ka that you'll see when the character falls at the beginning or the middle of a word. And the other one, the lower right, is what you find when that Ka lands at the end of a word. It just changes a little bit. And it's one of about 5 characters that does so, but that's what you will see, all right? Next is the La. La, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. La stands for Lamad, which means to learn. It can also mean staff. To learn and staff. All right. Next is the Ma. Ma, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Ma stands for Mayum, which means water. Mayum, which is water. And again, you have two versions of the Ma in the Assyrian. One is what you'll find the upper right at the beginning or the middle of a word. The lower right is what you'll see when that Ma lands at the end of a word. All right. Next is the Na. Na, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Same with this. The upper right is what you see at the beginning when that Na is at the beginning or the middle of a word. The lower right is what you see when that Na is at the end of a word. Next is Sa, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Sa stands for Samak. Samak, which means to establish. Next is your I. I, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. And the I stands for Ayan or eye, like your eyeball. Next is Pa, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Again, the upper right is what you see at the beginning or the middle of a word. The lower right in the Assyrian is what you see at the end of a word. And Pa stands for Pa or mouth. Pa or mouth. Right. Next is Tazah. Tazah, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Again, upper right is what you see when that tazah is at the beginning or the middle of a word. Lower right is what you see when that tazah is at the end of a word. All right. And that stands for tazad, which means side. All right. Almost done here. Next is your qua. Qua. Ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Qua stands for quam, which means to rise. All right. Next is your ra. Ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. The ra stands for ra'ash, which means head. Next is your shah. Ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Shah stands for shan or tooth. And lastly, we have your tha. Ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right, and that stands for thaw, which means mark. All right, to make a mark. All right. Let's see. Again. Oh, Slocky. You know what? My fault. Well, nobody gonna say nothing either. I said I was gonna give y'all the sentence. I talked all of that about making the sentence while I went over these characters. Nobody said nothing. Let me pull up the sentence. And y'all can be working on that while we go through the rest of the basics here. Go through the rest of this review. Let me see. Where's my window? Good night. Had that whole discussion and did not pull up the actual sentence. Let's see. I'm gonna move this over to this screen. Minimize that. All right. All right, here we go. Remember last week we went over present tense, ing type stuff. So the sentence is, I am speaking the holy tongue in the school. I am speaking the holy tongue in the school. Now, there is nothing in this sentence that should be too new for anyone, no matter where you are in the class, all right? It shouldn't be too new. It shouldn't be too new for anyone. So there's some key words you want to focus in on in here, all right? I'm not going to go over them right now. We're not going to go over them right now, but there's some key words that you should be looking for. There's some conjugation in here. There's some subject pronouns in here. There's some prepositions in here. There's a lot. There's a fair amount that's in here. All right. So again, I am speaking the holy tongue in the school. Hopefully everybody's getting that. And again, I'm gonna be looking in the chat. Now I'm gonna be looking in the chat. If anybody needs me to pull it back up as we're going through some of this other stuff, just let me know. But I am gonna be looking in the chat for these answers while we're going over the other information. All right. All right, let's keep going. Let's go through the parts of speech. Parts of speech. All right, we have parts of speech. All right. On this first, we have your noun. We touched on this last week. A noun is things, people, places, abstract things. And we learned it. That is an excellent question. I did that on purpose. Y'all give Sister Ai a hand. She asked the right question. Sister said, is the person speaking male or female? And the person is you. So whatever you are, I'm looking for you to present the sentence from your perspective. All right, that's an excellent question, and it's one that's information that was needed. You're either gonna assume it was you, or you're gonna ask that question. So it's from your perspective. All All right. Hopefully that gets the system straight. Let me know if it does not. All right. So nouns are, as we most of us here may have learned in school, simple way is person, place, or thing. Right? It's a person, place, or thing. As it says, noun can be man, woman, cows, house, playground, idea, job. It could be any and everything, as long as it's a person, place, or thing. I understand. All right. Next is a pronoun. You use it instead of a noun. You use it instead of a noun. So it can be I, he, they, mine. These are instead of, because you're not saying the person's name, or you're not saying the man, the woman, the girl. You're saying he, you're saying she, you're saying they. All right. So pronouns. All right. Next is adjectives. Adjectives describe nouns. They're description words. They're descriptive. So something can be, it's not just a playground, it's a big playground. It's not just a house, it's a small house. It's not just an idea, it's a good idea, it's a bad idea. It's not just a walk, it's a long walk, it's a short walk. All right. So those are the descriptive words. Adjectives. And we have verbs. Verbs are action words. Verbs are action words. So that's something you're doing. You're running, you're walking, you're swimming, you're talking, you're speaking, right? You're writing, you're doing you're translating right now, the Hebrew. Those are verbs. All right. Adverbs are that's something that says describes verbs. That's fine, but it's almost like I put those in the same. I always put them in the same category as adjectives. All right. Well, badly, slowly, quietly, fast, long. Those are all, the same thing. And then prepositions. Prepositions are a bit different, so we're not gonna look. Prepositions in the Hebrew are different than how it's presented here. And the rest, we don't use those. No, y'all working on it. I will just tell y'all the prepositions are different, slightly different. Prepositions in English are separate words. Matter of fact, let me pull it back up just so y'all get the difference. Prepositions in English are really separate words. All right, preposition in English, it has in, at, of, out of. Those are prepositions, right? The only difference in English, those are separate words. In the Hebrew, as we're gonna see, those are actually connected to words. All right, those are a bit different because they connect directly to words. So that's what we're gonna pull up next. Our prepositions. Here's where we're gonna start. Oh, Salakia. Akwaz Azaracha is in the building. Shalom. Yahweh Shemar Lataba Hashem Yahweh Shai says, good to see you. We'll make this a little larger so y'all can see. Ooh, not that damn large. All right. All right. As you can see, prepositions go before a root word. But when our prepositions are directly connected, all right, we all often talk when we talk about the prepositions. You will hear in the salute when brothers salute each other. It's Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Bahashem are two prepositions and a word and a root word. All right, but when you write it, it's all one word. You don't say Ba space Ha space Shem. Shem is name. Shem is name. So when you say Bahashem, as you can see, the Ba is in, the Ha is the. So in the name is what is what you're saying when you say Bahashem. But different than English, they're not separate characters, they're not separate words. It's you take a root word and you add on to it. All right, you add on to it with a preposition. You can add on to the end with ownership. What's the word I'm looking for? Good night. What is the word I'm looking for? Possessive pronouns. That's what I was looking for. But we'll go over that. We're gonna keep it moving. Try to go through this as fast as possible. All right. So as a preposition means I or I am. Ba means in. Da means do. Ha means the. Wa means and. Ya means he. Ka means like or as. All right. La means to. I believe it can mean for as well. 2 or 4. Ma means of. Sha means pertaining to. It could also be what is it pertaining to? Cause, which, sake, those type of things. And then the tha, you can see it as changing a word to a future tense. Now, most likely next week, because we're going over past tense tonight, next week we're going to get into future tense. All right. So you're going to see that tha both tonight and next week. And you'll get to understand that it's not a hard and fast rule. There's rules around the future and past tense that include the tha in different variations given your subject pronouns. All right. But we're going to get into it. After we get to these, we're going to get to the past tense, and then we'll get to future tense next week. All right. Let's see. Possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns or possessive adjectives. It can be described as well. Possessive pronouns go at the end of root words. Most High in Christ, Officer 50 Yabachar is in the building. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahshabrakatah. Good to see you, brother. All right, so possessive pronouns go at the end. Khan, yes. Sister says, Salaki, do you want us to put our answers in the chat? Khan, please. I'm looking for the chat to be lit up with this, the translation of this sentence. Now, before you do that, sis, let me pull it up one more time. I don't know. I'm starting to think Sister Ryan gonna be the only person with an answer. Ain't nobody else asked no questions. Ain't nobody else said nothing. We're gonna see what happens. All right. But let me pull up this sentence one more time. The idea is that you all are going to translate this sentence into Hebrew. All right. It says, I'm speaking the holy tongue in the school. Salakia. I am speaking the holy tongue in the school. I'm going to leave it up there a few more seconds. If I hadn't gotten it, write it down. There shouldn't be too much in here that you're not familiar with. There's only one word, honestly, that, let me see how I can phrase this. If you have been in any, in a Sabbath service or the Lashawan Qadash class, any handful of times, there might be one word in this sentence that you're not as familiar with, but even then, I would expect, I kind of would expect you to know it. I kind of would. All right. So. All right, Salaki, the sister asked a question. It's a great question. She said, "It's school by Yath," and I am going to say that is part of it. I'm not going to give you the other part. All right. I'm not going to give you the other part. We're going to see how good these notes are. This is the challenge and the stretch. That is part of it, though. You are absolutely right. Correct. That is a part of the word for school. All right. But again, most of this in here, everybody should be somewhat familiar with. Now, what I will allow once we're done going through all the review stuff is for final questions before. Again, I'm starting to look for these answers to be in the chat. All right. So I don't see that, and I may open it up for a few questions so people can clarify some things. But I'm hoping that we can get this translated, or at least take a stab at it. Without too much assistance, too many hints. All right. But we'll see what happens. We'll get there. All right. But again, I'm speaking the holy tongue in the school. All right. So we're going to go back to our possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns. All right, I see Aqua Zaraka. All right. All right, I see a couple answers. Most high Christ. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna check them after we get through everything. All right. So possessive pronoun, possessive adjectives. Again, they go after a root word. All right. So after a root word, if you have a ya, that means me or my. Me or my. Your ka means you or your. Wa means he or his. Ha means she or her. Right? Nawa. Nawa means our. Nawa means our. All right. Kam. Kam is you or your in the masculine plural. So you're talking about, talking more than one brother or a mixed group of people, right? And then so like a kan means you or your in the feminine version, meaning you're talking to sisters. And then you have ma means it's the plural for their in the masculine form. So you're talking about a mixed crowd or about a bunch of brothers. Not necessarily, not directly to. I'm just talking about them, so it's there, right? And then na is the feminine plural for their, or they is another way you can say it. All right. All right. The next thing we want to do is the subject pronouns, and I believe after this, we're going to get into these sentences. And then, I think this was everything. Let me make sure, see if I'm forgetting something, but I think this is it. We got 2 answers. We got 2 answers in the chat. As I get closer to finishing these reviews, now I'm looking for questions, because if we don't have any answers, we don't have any questions, something wrong. It's a lot. No sweat. The sister says she need to talk through hers. I understand. All right, let's see. Subject pronouns. Subject pronouns. I or I am is Anya. All right. You is Atha. He is Hawa'a. She is Haya'a. All right. We is Anachnawa. Anachnawa. All right. You or you all in the masculine form is a thumb. A thumb. You or you all in the feminine form is a thun. And then you have they in the masculine form. So you're talking about brothers, ham. And they in the feminine form, you're talking about sisters, han. All right. Obviously, y'all can right. Obviously, y'all can say a lot of head scratching going on. God. And then Aqua off the bar. Oh, wait a minute. She says, Salakia, I'm coming, just getting home. All right. Well, you know what? Aqua off the bar is the she's the filibuster queen. So what she's just done, since the sister said she was just getting home, we're gonna give her some time. She's gonna give her some time. She said she's yelling at the phone. No sweat. I understand. We're gonna give you a little bit of time. We're gonna give the sister some time. All right, it's 7:59. We're gonna give her some time to get home, get settled. It sounds like she's yelling at the phone, so I don't think she wants us to move too far past this. All right, so we're gonna let her take her time, and we're gonna give her some time and see what we got. All right, let me see. Okay, all right. I see some answers in here. Most High Christ. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna give Aqua to borrow a few minutes. Does anybody have any questions that are not going to be directly related to this sentence? All right. Is there anything we've gone over so far? Anything we've gone over so far? Of course, I can't give you the answer. I can't give you the responses to the sentence yet. We're going to try to get that sister a few minutes. We're going to try to give her a few minutes before we get into that. Matter of fact, let me see. Let's see. Matter of fact, we're going to bring everybody on stage. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bring y'all backstage up. All right, let's do that next. As y'all can see them. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this link in the chat one more time. We're going to put it in the chat one more time for anybody who wants to come on and get that practice in. Aquathra Shalom, Yahweh Shemar, Adaba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Shalom, Yahweh Shemar, Adaba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Christ. Princess Tazarah, Shalom, Yahweh Shemar, Adaba Hashem Yahweh Shai. Let's see, I'm trying to see something here. Princess Tazarah, you there? It looks muted.
Yeah.
All right, Shalom. Yahweh Shemar, Adaba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Shalom, Yahweh Shemar, Adaba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Most High in Christ. Excellent job. Excellent job. All right, let me see. No sweat. Aqua Dabara got an answer in the chat as well. Sister says she's working without her notes right now. You know what? Give her a hand just for that effort. The sister put something in the chat. She acknowledges she don't even have her notes. That's excellent. That's excellent. All right, we got 4 solid answers in here. We got 4 solid answers. Let's go back and let's pick them up in order. Let's pick them up in order. All right. Aquathra said Anya.
So I have some typos. That's why I said I need to talk.
Oh, that's what you would say. Okay, go ahead. Salaki.
Okay, so Salaki. What that was supposed to say was Anya, Dawa Bara, Lashawan Qadash, Bahabaya Saparia.
All right, most high Christ. So it was just that extra D in there. All right, no sweat.
Well, no, my ba fell off on my Baha Baya.
Oh, you did. Okay, I see that. Yeah, you did miss that. Okay, so that should have been Baha Baya.
Contact.
Is that what you're saying? All right, no sweat. All right, we're gonna go through everybody's and then we're gonna see. All right. Aqua Zara Casa, she working without her notes too. Most High Christ, I'll give her a hand too. Yeah, I'm right. Matter of fact, let's see what Aqua Zara Ka put. The sister says, Salakia said, here's my guess, Anya. And then she put speaking because the sister doesn't know the word for speaking. All right, no sweat. Lashawan Qadash, Baha Baya Saparian. All right, let's keep going. Who was next? Aqua Tazarai. She says Anya, Dawabara, Lashawan Qadash, Bahabaya Saparian. All right. And then Aqua After Bar says Anya Darwa Bar. I'm assuming maybe that's a typo. I don't know. But then she has Lashawan Qadash Bahabaya Sapari. All right. Everybody got 99%. Y'all give yourselves a hand for that 99%. All right. So let's see if we can find a trend. I did see one trend.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
May I ask it what just if the 1% might be this thing?
Go ahead.
So when I was actually translating the sentence itself with my notes, holy comes before tongue, and I know when we say Lashawan Qadash, we put the Lashawan prior to the Qadash. But if we were just translating the sentence as is, it would be Qadash Lashawan. Should that have been switched, or am I wrong in that?
Okay. Hold on one second. Aqua off the bar. Shalom. Yahweh Shemar. Thabah Shem Yahweh Shah.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Alatham by Shem Yahweh Shah.
All right, Most High Christ. Okay, so to answer your question, Lashawan Qadash translates to, the direct translation is tongue holy. All right. But we don't speak that way. So when I put it in a sentence, you're still saying the holy tongue. Right? And so give me a little bit more, because I think you're on it. But now that you hear all of that, if you were to change anything, what would it be?
Salakia, sir. I would put the ha on the Lashawan instead of the Qadash.
Absolutely correct. Y'all give her a hand. That's absolutely correct. All right. So let's see. So that was one thing that I kind of a theme that I saw. There was something else, I think. Akwaf the Zaracha and Akwaf the Bara. There's something that you two got a little off, and it's the exact same thing. I want one of y'all either in the chat or Akwaf the Bara, you can come off mute and see if y'all can identify it. All right, yes, but a little bit more. Akwat Zaracha said Baha. Yes, that's part of it. You're on the right track. Give me a little bit more. Give me a little bit more than that. You in the right space. You're talking about the right thing.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
So the ba and the ha should have been attached to the words and not by themselves.
Correct. Give her a hand. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you all can see in both of you all, in you all's responses, you had the ba, the ha, and then Bayath. Bayath, obviously Bayath supply. Now, I'm gonna say that extra I in Saparium was a typo. All right, I'm Most High Christ. I got some head now. Okay. Excellent. So yes, it would have been Baha Bayath Saparium. All right. So excellent. Let me see. I don't think there's anything else. Anything else that I'm seeing? All right, so let's pull it up. Let's pull it up so y'all can actually see it. Y'all gonna see it in both the Assyrian and in the ancient. And obviously, if there's any questions, just let me know.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Are you going to translate it for us for the brothers?
You're gonna see both of them. Yep.
Okay.
You want to give it a stab, this is extra credit. Well, how would it have been different if it was a brother speaking?
Salakia, you talking to me?
Anyone. But since you came on mute, go ahead. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Dang it. Yeah. So you would take the no, I should have waited a little longer. So you would just take the ha off the end of the it would still be dawah bar. It just wouldn't be dawah bar.
Excellent job. Give her a hand. That's correct. All right. So here we go. Let's scroll down and see what we're looking like. I knew that was going to go too far. All right. So, of course, we read right to left. So you have that's what that slash is there for, so you can see. So what we have is Anya, Dawah Bar, or Dawah Bara. Everybody sees that. Hopefully that's pretty clear. All right. Lashawan Qadash, Mahabayath, Saparium. All right. And of course, that's both in the ancient and in the Assyrian. Yeah, that's no sweat. The water for asking. So we have the ancient and in the Assyrian. All right. Give everybody a few minutes, few seconds or whatever to write this down. All right. Now, there's another time to give a little plug, right? There are keyboards that you can download, both in the Assyrian and in the ancient, right? You can download those to your phone. And you can answer, you can go over when you're typing in the chat, you can switch over to one of those keyboards and actually answer in the Assyrian and in the ancient. All right. That's something that if anybody wants to do it, I know the Assyrian that I have downloaded on my phone was absolutely free. I want to say the ancient is in the it's called the Phoenician is what I had to look up. I want to say it might have been like a one-time $5 charge or something like that. But it's something that, again, it helps to get used to and get more familiar with, the language, both in the Assyrian and in the ancient. So it's something to keep in mind for anybody that wants to maybe try that out. Let me get this shifted up a little bit. There we go. Anybody who wants to try that out, but we're going to leave this up for a minute. All right, we're going to leave this up for a minute or two. Make sure everybody got it in their notes. And Bible Qashah, if you can just put a 1 or a 1 West, we'll give it some time so everybody can get an opportunity to. But once you get it, if you can put 1 or 1 West, Bible Qashah, let me know. As you all can see, of course, Lashawan Qadash is the holy tongue. We all, all of us know that, right? Bayath, Saparium is translates to school. Who can put it in the chat while y'all are potentially writing that down? Who can tell me what Bayath Saparium directly translates to? It means school, but there's a direct translation. Who can tell me what that is? All right, and then the word for speak is dabar. Dabar. You see that all throughout, especially like what is it? Exodus. Give Akwath the bar a hand. She's absolutely correct. Give Akwath the Zaracha a hand. She's absolutely correct. All right. And give Sister Raya a hand. She's absolutely correct. The direct translation is house of books. Bayath means house, as we went over, house or home, right? And books, the word for book is sapar. And of course, to make that plural, you add a yum. So saparium. Bayath. Saparium. All right. And the bar. The bar is all throughout. What's a good one? You can go to Deuteronomy. When the Most High is speaking to Moses, that's a good place. Anytime, I mean, what you will find, you know, that's a very that's a scripture you're gonna say, and the Most High spake unto Moses. You're gonna see that over and over and over again, and that's when you'll see that word debar, right? So that's something that's why I said that there wasn't too much in this sentence that should have thrown, you know, too many folks off. Now, that being said, we learn by repetition. We learn by repetition. So although, you know, you may not have recognized what the word, you know, to speak was, it is the bar. We want to make sure we're putting it in our notes, writing it down. And that's why note taking is a spiritual thing. It's very important. It's a spiritual thing, though, because when you write something down, when you take your own notes, it has a way of ingraining in your mind. It has a way of being, you know, driven in there. And then when you go back and look at it and maybe write it again, all of these things help us. That's what we do. We study, and we learn by repetition. So, all right, we're going to give just a few more seconds, I should say. And then we're going to pull up. We're going to go to past tense. I'm going to go to past tense in 1 second. I got Aqua off the bar. She is straight on her notes, Most High in Christ. All right, and with that. All right, we're going to call it. If anybody needs me to pull it back up, just say so. But if not, we're going to call it. All right. Salaki. All right, so next, we're going to go to past tense. Past tense. All right, so just like we did with present tense, we're going to go over the structure. We're going to go over the conjugation. We're going to go over all of this. This is an excellent time to make sure your notes are straight, or to make sure you have them in your notes if you don't. This is an excellent time, because what's going to happen, as just like we did last week, we went over present tense. We're going over past tense tonight. We're going to give everybody enough time to write in their notes, because next week we're going to start with a sentence with the past tense. And we're going to do the same thing we did. And then we're going to go over everything we went over. We're going to see what the sentence looks like. We're going to do, that's going to be the cadence for a time. All right. All right. So we're going to pull up past tense. Our Father I is back. Most High in Christ. Our Father I said it's screenshot time. All right. So here we go. Past tense. I mean, again, with these, it's all about verbs. Verbs have future, present, and past tense, because you can be doing something, have done something, or plan to do something. All right. So, I bar is past tense, or past, like I bar. And then the verb, the example that we're going to be using is lamad, which means to learn. All right. So first we're going to have I. Now this is past tense. So what we're saying here is I learned something. All right. So Anya, of course, we all know is I or I am, right? And then learn, lamad, and then you're going to add a thaya. So it would be lamad thaya. So Anya lamad thaya is I learned. All right. So if we wanted to say tonight, I learned the Lashawan Qadash, it would be Anya lamad thaya halashawan Qadash. That's how you would put that all together. All right. And you can see, as we went over earlier, that tha is at the end. We went over in, was it prepositions? I think it wasn't prepositions. It would be at the beginning. We're going to learn that in future tense, but it can also be at the end, right? But it's not just a hard, fast rule that you just add the tha, which is what we talked about a little bit. So for I, it's going to be, you're going to add thaya. Now, for you, as you can see, you're going to add just the tha at the end. All right. So it would be a tha, which means you, lamad tha. Lamad tha. All right? So it's you learned. You learned. Where's my notes? All right. All right. Then you have he. Hawa'a is he. Hawa'a is he. Now, for he, you don't add the tha at all. The verb just stays the same. The verb stays the same. So hawa'a lamad. Hawa'a lamad. So that is past tense. All right. Of course, now, who can come off mute or put in the chat? How would you say he is learning? Now we're talking about present tense, but we just went over. How would you say he is learning?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
And that hawa lamad wa lamad malad malad. Why do I keep saying hawa la wa la wa mad.
There you go. There you go. Fight through it. Excellent job. Hawa lawamad is how you would say it. Hawa lawamad. All right. But that's present tense. This is past tense. So hawa lamad. All right. Hawa lamad. All right. Past tense for she. Haya'a. All right. Which is she. Lamad. Lamada. All right. Haya'a lamada. Because you're going to add the ha at the end. That doesn't even have a tha. So this is where, again, it's very important. So that tha is helpful to know whether it's changed to a past or future tense. But as we can see, it's not a hard and fast rule that way. You have to still know the conjugation. All right. So haya'a lamada is how you would say she learned.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Why is it AH instead of HA?
Why is it AH instead of HA? Excellent question. Excellent question. Let me see how I want to. Bear with me. Make sure I can present this. So, two things I'm going to tell you. One, nope, it's just one thing I'm going to tell you. I'm going to confirm with Officer Raj that it has to be that and not the way you're pronouncing it. I'm going to tell you. Why are you asking me? I want to make sure. I think you're going somewhere, but I want to know you're going that way before I say something and confuse the hell out of you. So what made you ask that?
I asked because the rule says ha, but at the end of the word is a ah. So it's not ha, it's ah. So
okay, I got you. I'm glad I asked you. Okay. Here's why. All right. Here's why. But I'm still gonna ask that question because I think there's some flexibility in it, but I want to show you why the difference, right? Give me a second. All right. And actually I'm gonna go to the Assyrian because I think that may make it a little easier. Give me a second. right, I'm gonna bring this down. Most High Christ, the water, Tazaraj is like I'm paying attention, even though you can't see me. Most High Christ, get that sister hand. You want to make sure that her presence is still felt. Damn right. Excellent job. All right, so that's the root word, lamad, right? That makes sense, sis? Getting the shaking of the head. All right, now watch this. How would you typically pronounce that?
Salakia. Lamadha.
Would you? So think about how many times. Think about how many times that ha is at the end and you blend it out. Because when that ha is not there, it's lamad and it stops. But there are a lot. Let me think. I gotta think of a word. Of course, I can't think of one now. But there's words that you when that ha is there, you just pronounce that last consonant. You pronounce it, right? Because that's a da.
So
go ahead.
So would it be presumed that if it's so it's lamad, but we would pronounce it with like the A, but the A is silent. But then you have to have another consonant, so you would drop the last
Woo!
A.
Woo! I don't know what you're saying now. Wait a minute. Say that again.
Okay, so the word is lamad, but if I spell it out, the da would technically have an A at the end. We don't write the A, but we pronounce the A.
When the ha is there, oftentimes, that sound is pronounced.
So
that's what the ha is there for.
So I'm dropping an A.
You saying you dropping an A is throwing me off.
So Salakia, I think the last time we went over these, it was explained because we had the exact same question. I think Sister.
Question. All right, go ahead. What did we say?
I believe that you all kind of explained it as when blending the word, like we're not actually, when we're writing these words out in the characters, we're not actually writing the words themselves. We're writing how it sounds when we blend it.
Phonetically, right.
Phonetically. So we put the AH there because technically that's the sound we're making when we blend it.
Right. Does that make sense, Aqua off the bar?
Gotcha.
Most High Christ. Now, that being said, here's where I thought you were going, and here's why I'm going to ask this question. Because I think it may be a function of dialect. And I'm going to ask Officer Yarash. It may be both may be acceptable. And here's where I thought you was going, right? So this is the root word. Wait a minute. That's the root word, lamad, right? So let me drop that. Lamad. Where I thought you were going, if lamad is the root word, and I want to use her, she or her, what would I do?
You would add the ha.
You would add the ha. In this case, you would pronounce the ha. So the question I'm going to ask Officer Raj is are both acceptable? Or is it because that was past tense, it blends, which is quite possible. Kind of makes sense. This is where I thought you was going. I was like, that's a good question. Because I'm going to ask the question because it is still that ha. So it is a little, I'm not going to say it's confusing, but we just need to understand the full answer to it. And it may not be that way because what? Because you don't add the wa with he. It's just the root word. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to get some clarity on that. But good question. But for right now, everything Sister I said, I guess, is correct. Because I was confused. I'm still a little. But we're going to get back to it. Let me see. I got too many windows open. Oh, here it is. All right. All right. So that's it for she. All right. I just pulled this back up. Did it throw you off again, sis? Does it bother you to see it? Okay. All right, cool. All right. So next we have we. All right. Masculine or feminine we. We talking about all us. All right. You're going to add nawa. Nawa at the end. So anach nawa, lamad nawa. Anach nawa, lamad nawa. We learned. All right. Yes, we can scroll up. Never mind. I got you. Don't sweat. All right. Next is you or you all in the masculine plural. You're talking about y'all over there, but you're talking about either a mixed group or some brothers. All right. You add thumb at the end. Thumb. All right. So a thumb, lamad thumb. That's past tense. You all learned thumb, a thumb, lamad thumb. And always remember too, the subject pronouns, they can be implied. I don't know if we've ever talked about that. Subject pronouns can be implied. Who knows what that means when I say that?
Salakia,
Go ahead.
you can suddenly, when you're talking to someone, you can say it suddenly without it being direct.
What do you mean by that? When you say it suddenly without it being direct, what do you mean?
Like you can say it in a way that it seems subtle to the person and they understand, but you don't have to directly say the word.
Yes, I will take that. Absolutely correct. Meaning this. Meaning if I'm speaking to someone and I say lamad nawa, right? Lamad nawa, and I keep going. They know we learn. I don't have to say anach nawa because that's the we. Lamad nawa implies the we. Does that make sense to everybody? All right, Most High Christ. Excellent job, Aqua Tazai. Okay, right here. All right. So a thumb, lamad thumb, is you all in the masculine. You all in the feminine is the thun. So it would be a thun, lamad thun. A thun, lamad thun. All right. Then you have they. You have ham. All right. But then you're going to add a wa at the end. So ham, lamadwa. Ham, lamadwa. All right. We'll scroll up. And then you have the feminine plural, han, lamadwa. Han, lamadwa. All right, we're gonna give y'all a couple seconds to get that down. And it's 8:35, so I guess we're gonna get to some scripture. Who ready? Y'all ain't calling out no scriptures in the chat, so I guess what we gonna do? I know how y'all be calling out scriptures and stuff. Y'all ain't got
so like it, sir.
Go ahead.
I'd be fine with taking the first two, I believe it is.
All right, most high Christ.
Salakia,
Go ahead.
which one is the shortest?
You are past that.
No, I'm asking.
You are way past that. Hopefully everybody got this in their notes. I'm gonna bring this down because we're gonna pull up the blue of the Bible. Aqua Tazarai, you are past that. I don't know which I haven't looked at. Salaki, go ahead.
That's true, but my lungs feel like they're dying, so that's why I'm asking.
I mean, I hope it ain't that bad. Good night. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. But that's what I'm gonna do. All right, what we at? Numbers 4 and 31. Get off my screen. Okay. Numbers 4 and 31. All these are nice little size. You're going to have to jump down several verses before you get a small. All right, Numbers 4 and 31. Aqua says she's going to take the first two. And then I guess we'll see where we're going after that. So as we always do.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
I'll take 33 and 34.
33 and 34. That's not what I wanted to happen just now. Take that back. All right, you got 33 and 34. Well, look at that. If you want to take 35 and 36, Aqua Tazarai, those two are pretty short.
Salakia, I'll do those two.
Most High in Christ, Aqua, and the sisterhood is in full effect this evening. All right, let's see. All right, Aqua for I, whenever you are ready.
Salakia, sir. Waza Salakia. Waza Af. Mashamrath.
All right. Mashamrath. Salakia.
I was reading, trying to get
it. Say that one more time.
Say what? Salaki, say what one more time?
The second word. Say it one more time for me, Salaki.
Mashamrath.
Mashamara.
Mashamara.
All right.
Masha'ama.
Masha'ama, okay.
Lakal.
Mm-hmm.
Abadathma.
All right.
Baal. Mawa'id.
Salaki, go back.
Dang it.
That's all right.
Go back where? Mawa'id?
Ba.
Ba'al. Ha'al.
All right. Okay. You're right there. You're knocking on the door.
Dang it. Where we at? Show me Ba'ahal. Ba'ahal.
There you go. Ba'ahal.
Ba'ahal. Okay. Mawa'id.
Mm-hmm.
Karasha.
All right.
Hamashakan.
All right.
Yawa. Wabara Yawa.
All right, I'll take it. Excellent.
Well, I'm a wad Yawa.
Mm-hmm. I'm a wad Yawa.
I'm a wad Yawa.
All right, let's go back. Hold on.
No, I said what you said. I said slower.
You gotta go
first time. Come on, man.
Go back. You gotta go back. Come on, say it one more
Play
time.
the video footage. Why?
Good.
Why Mawad Yawa.
There you go. I'm a Wadyawa.
Why Danyawa.
Danyawa. Excellent. All right, in the English. In the English, Numbers 4:31, it says, and this is the charge of their burden according to all their service in the tabernacle of the congregation, the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and sockets thereof. All right. Verse 32. One second. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. What I'm a Wadya. Hakatazar. Sabayab. Wa'a Danyaham. Wa'a Danyaham.
All right.
Wayathadathma.
Correct.
Wamayathar.
Yep.
Lakal. Talayaham. Walakal. Abadathma.
Correct.
Wabashamath. Tapakwadwa.
All right.
Af. Talia. Mashamarath. Masha Ma.
Give her a hand. Excellent. All right. In the English, Numbers 4:32, and the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords, with all their instruments, with all their service, and by name ye shall reckon the instruments of the charge of their burden. All right, excellent job. Aquaf the bar, you ready?
Salakia, sir. I'm ready.
All right, give me a second. Whenever you're ready.
Is the Ibadah, Mash.
Say it one more time. Hold on. Go back. Say that one more. The second word one more time.
Ibadah.
I think I heard it that time. Ibadah.
Mashapath. Ooh, Mashapath.
Don't stop at the intersection. Keep going. You got it.
Mashapaka.
There you go.
Whew. Okay. It's been a minute. I'm out of practice.
I understand. All right.
Mararaya.
I believe it's Mararia.
Mararia.
All right.
Lakam.
The what?
Salaki.
Go back to that la what now?
Lakal.
There you go, Lakal. Was that what you said the first time? Or am I hearing? I'm hearing wrong.
No.
All right, I appreciate your honesty. Most High in Christ. I appreciate it because you said it the second time strong. I was like, I must have misheard the sister. All right, Most High in Christ. Go ahead.
Ibadahma. Baal.
One more time.
Bahal.
One more time.
Baal.
All right. Ba'ahal.
Ba'ahal.
There you go. There you go.
Mawa'id. Bayad. Ayasmar.
All right.
Ban. Ahaharan.
Close. Try one more time.
Aharan.
Aharon. Perfect.
Hakahan.
Most High in Christ. I'll give her a hand. He did an excellent job. Let's see. In the English. All right. Numbers 4:33. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, according to all their service in the tabernacle of the congregation under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. All right. Verse 34. Whenever you're ready, sis.
Wayapaquad. Mashal.
Correct.
Waharan.
Try again.
Wa'aran.
One more time.
Waharan.
I thought that's what you said the first time. All right. So we say it is. All right. So you got the why. Now let's just walk through the second part, right? What's the first character?
Wait a minute. Where we at? Hold on. All right.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. That's the I.
Right? What's the second character?
Ha.
All right. Now put them together. What you got so far?
Waha.
Whoa. All right. You threw me off. I didn't know. Salaki. All right. So we got. Say that.
That's okay. That's the wa.
That's the wa, right?
That's the ah. And the ha.
All right, now put those two together, the I and the ha. What sound you get?
Aha.
There you go. Aha. Bam. All right, now let's go to the second part. Now let's go to the second part. What's the last two characters?
Okay, we have a Okay. We have a Ra. And a what is that? Nah.
That's right.
Okay.
So how would you pronounce those two together?
Raha. La. Rana.
Okay, why would you not pronounce it that way? I understand why you're saying it, but now I want you to step back from the word and look at it. Why would you not say the na?
We're not going to say the, we're going to cut the.
There you go.
We're going to cut the A, one of the A's off.
Yes. I hate it when you say it that way, but yes. So
that's how I remember it, Salaki.
I understand. That's okay. It's no sweat. It works for you. So how would you put those two characters together?
So it would be Ron.
Right. Now, say just those four together.
Aha, Ron.
All right. Now put it all together.
Wa aha Ron.
Wa aharon.
Wa aharon.
All right. Now, I'm only going to tell you this because I want you to be encouraged that you know more than, you get your mind wrapped up in a little bit. All right. This is Aaron's name, and you pronounced it perfectly in the previous scripture. It was the exact same word. All right. So, but I know what it is. We get in our head, you know what I'm saying? But you pronounced it perfectly the previous scripture. So, but just be encouraged. You know this stuff. We just get in our heads. All right. So excellent job. Keep going, Salaki.
Okay. Wanash Yahaya. Wanasha shucks. Wanash Yaaya.
Wanash Yaaya. Perfect.
Ha'ida.
Ha'ida. Yep.
Asa. Salaki.
All right.
Banya.
Mm-hmm.
Hakwa Hafya.
Perfect.
All right, here we go. Lamash Gathma.
Yes, give it to me one more time. Blend that joke on one more time. You right there.
Lama Shapakma Okay. La Masha
Oh.
No, don't say that. Hold on.
Salaki, I'm sorry. You got it.
La Masha Theum.
All right. So La, you got it. The ma at the end, you're gonna pronounce the ma at the end. So that's gonna be ma at the end. All right. La ma. We just gotta figure out what's in the middle. And you got about 90% of that.
Okay, so we got La Ma Shapa.
What's
okay.
All right.
Lashama Pa. Ow, it's right there. Lashama Pak Athma.
All right. You right there. La Mashapakathma.
The scratch the back of your throat.
Right, to scratch the roof of your mouth, the back of your throat.
Okay.
You want to give it another shot?
I'm gonna give it another shot.
All right.
La Masha Pa Khama.
Both sides, Christ. I'll give it a hand. All right, let's keep going.
Walabayath.
Say it again.
Walabayath.
Walabayath. All right.
Abathma.
Most High in Christ. Excellent job. Give it a hand. All right, let's get back to the English. You did an excellent job, sis. All right, Numbers 4:34. It says, and Moses and Aaron and the chief of the congregation numbered the sons of the Kohathites after their families and after the house of their fathers. All right. Princess Tazara, you ready?
Yes.
All right. Let me get this forward inline up, and you're going to take us on home. Go ahead.
Maban.
Mm-hmm.
Shalashim.
Mm-hmm.
Shana.
Correct.
Lama'ilha.
Mm-hmm.
Wa'ain.
Correct.
Ban.
Mm-hmm.
Kamashim.
Correct.
Shana.
Right.
Kal.
Mm-hmm.
Haba'a.
Mm-hmm.
La Tazaba'a.
Mm-hmm.
La'ibadha.
La'ibada. All right.
Ba'ahal.
Mm-hmm.
Mawa'id.
Mawa'id. Excellent job. Y'all give her a hand. Excellent job. Numbers 4:35 says, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, every one that entereth into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. All right. And the last verse, Numbers 4:36. All right, go ahead.
Yahayawa.
All right.
Pakwadiaham.
Mm-hmm.
Lamashipakaham.
All right.
Apollyon.
One more time.
Alapium.
Lapium. Good job.
Shabai.
Shabai. Mm-hmm.
Mashawath.
Say it again.
Mashawath.
Ma'awath.
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 All right.
Wakamashim.
Wakamashim. Excellent job. Excellent job. All right. And in the English, Numbers 4:36 says, and those that were numbered of them by their families were 2,750. Excellent job, everyone. As usual. And look at that. We are right up on the time. Absolutely. Aqua Tazara did an excellent job, and the sisterhood is strong. Damn right. Excellent job. All right. How we feeling? Aqua right.
Talaki, sir. Tazara was singing from the background. It was a wonderful class. I enjoyed it. We made it through the past tense, so all we got left is what, future tense?
That's right.
We'll be out of these tenses. That'd be great.
You said we'll be out of these tenses, and that would be great. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was encouraging. We'll be out of that and on to the next thing.
Oh, that was encouraging. That's not how that sounded, Salak. That sounded like I can't wait to get through this lesson and move on to something else. I mean, which I kind of get, but you know, we gotta use this stuff. We gotta use this stuff. Both sides crack. I saw the bar. How you doing? So, the smile was the encouragement.
God,
I understand. I go off the bar.
Sir, it was an excellent class. It just goes to show that you have to practice consistently. You can't slack off a little bit. You got to keep going with it.
Give that sister a hand. Excellent. Well said. Well said. Sister said you cannot slack off. You have to keep going with it. It's very, very important. This stuff, you know, it doesn't come because you want it. It comes because you practice. That's just the truth of it. Just like everything else. Everything else. So well said. Well said. Aqua Tazarai, you still there?
Yes, I am.
How you feeling? She's a little under the weather, so she's not feeling the best right now.
I'm Dwab.
Most High in Christ. Just made me out a whole lot. Now I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But y'all give her a hand as well. She is not feeling the best today or tonight, but she still came in and she still participated. And she's a great example of, again, you don't necessarily have to be on camera. You can still get this work in. You can still get this practice in. You can still get this participation in. So excellent job to Aqua Tazarai. Yagadar, y'all did a great job, as he always is, encouraging. Absolutely. Excellent job, as they always do. Truth McCall, y'all laughing. Most High in Christ. Well, with that, we're going to get y'all down off stage so we can get the security announcements. All right. As soon as I get here's my mouse. Most High in Christ. Absolutely. Absolutely, she did her thing. Damn right. And again, it just goes to show, you know, this, and she's reading. Listen, let's just give all three of the sisters a hand. Those were some of those words in there were tough. They muscled through it, and these sisters are doing an excellent job. And again, it's not on accident. It's because they are dedicated to learning and coming to class. It's very, very important. I can't stress it enough. It matters. It matters, and it shows. And listen, I mean, they do an excellent job. All right. With that, we at the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother and sister comes into school, they are off limits for 1 year. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. And if they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. All right. After that 1 year period, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they need to get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. And after that period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. All right. Tithes, which is a commandment. You'll find it in Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means 10th. And in the Hebrew, it's pronounced ma'ashara. All right. That's 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. You can give it to the Treasury Department. You really, the most efficient way, Salaki, is go to ISUPK.com. You can click on pay your tithes. Go directly through PayPal. You get your records. You get all that. All right. Priest fund, which is a free will offering for the priest, is not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations. I believe. Let me double check. Is it Purim? I think Purim might be the next. Yes, Purim is the next high holy day, and that is in March. So as that day comes closer, obviously the brother officers in charge of this high holy day in the Sabbath department will be in contact with everyone, all right, as that day gets closer, all right? And lastly, if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you want to get in this work, you want to get your hands dirty, you want to actually be part of the you know, the work that we wake up our brothers and sisters and teach and do everything we need to do so that Christ returns as soon as possible. If you want to be part of that, if you want to be in the truth, you want to learn the scriptures, you want to learn the truth of the Bible, you want to shed Christianity off of your brain, right? You want to learn your culture and your heritage and your identity. You want to do all those things, you need to be in all black. Your brother, you want to do all those things. You want to be a trooper, you need to be in all black, black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and war scarf. All right, you need to get in contact with the closest school and school closest to your zone. ISUPK.com. You can find the school closest to your city there. You can also go to just Google ISUPK near me and something, the closest one will come up. If you're in Virginia, 757-550-1204. If you are a sister, you cannot be a trooper, but you can be a sister in the school. You want to get your Hebrew name. You want to be part of this body. You want to support the brothers as we go out to war, to wake up our people. And you need to do the same thing. Call the ISUPK nearest your zone. And if you are in Virginia, 757-550-1204. And with that, Salaki. I said she built a stutter with some of these words tonight. I go off the bar and said she want to know. And here's another. Let me go back. Shameless plug. This is why it's important to be on stage practicing. That's a stutter that everybody has when we're learning the Lashawan Qadash. Everybody has that stutter. And the more you're on class, on stage practicing, the less that stutter will be present. So shameless plug again, both sides of Christ, but it definitely happens. All right. But with that, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabarakatham. To the sisters, Shalom, Yahweh Shamar Alathun, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.